Well, he's taking his love for cars cross country in his new show. Please welcome Mr. Jay Leno. Ready for us?
All right, how you been, buddy?
Good to see you. Please have a seat.
Thanks.
Now, you literally almost crashed our set.
That's right. That's correct.
That's a way to make an entrance right there.
There you go.
Now, what did you pull up when? You know I'm a big car buff. I love that. A Jaguar? It looks like a Jaguar from afar.
Jaguar, 1954. I bought that. What year were you born?
73.
Okay, well, I bought that car in 84. So, okay, well, there you go. So, yeah.
9 years old?
Yeah, so
wow.
So you're 9, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. For those not familiar with the show, perhaps, I mean, Jay Leno's Garage seems self-explanatory, but what can we look forward to? What do you talk about on the show?
Well, it's mostly, well, we get into cars, but it's not highly technical. I do a show called Jay Leno's Garage on the web, which is a little more technical, whereas this one is just fun, celebrities' first cars. We try all kinds of different unusual vehicles. I have a car with a tank engine. Last week we raced it against an actual Abrams tank up at Fort Irwin. So, I mean, just oddball things like that.
And talk about celebrity's first car. I remember my first car. I think we had this conversation.
Now, what was it again?
1965 Mustang.
Oh, 65 Mustang.
Yeah.
Very nice car.
We got it for $1,500. My dad put it together. It ended up being nice and cherry. And
Yeah.
had my first 5 cars were Mustangs, as a matter of fact.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever crash any of them?
I did. My second one. How'd you know?
Well, because everybody does.
Trying to make curfew, crashed into the house.
That's right, yeah. Oh,
Literally.
crashed into your own house.
Wow, never told that story, but literally crashed into the own house.
Yeah, that's not good.
I'm sure you've gotten asked this a lot, but
Yeah.
is there a particular car, I don't want to ask your favorite, but a particular car that has a special story behind it that just holds a special place in your heart from your cars?
Well, I got my 55 Buick. It's a car. When I landed in California. I bought the Penny Saver, and of course, being in LA,
Remember the Penny Saver?
Yeah,
yes.
before you find a place to live, you have to have a car.
Right.
So I bought a 55 Buick for $350. It was enormous, and I slept in it for a while, and it was fantastic. And I met my wife from that car, and we dated in that car, and I still have it.
Well, switching gears here, no pun intended. I want to get your take on some current events. Charlie Sheen just announced that he's HIV positive.
You know, actually, I like Charlie. You know, the one great thing about Charlie Sheen, he is not a hypocrite. You know, everybody else lies and says, no, I don't. Charlie, I like coke and hookers. Okay, thank you. Oh, and he said something like that in our show, and people applauded.
Yeah, right. You were on Real Time with Bill Maher recently.
Right.
Great show right there. So how much do you pay attention to the political landscape out there, and what do you make of Donald Trump still being so strong in the polls?
Well, I mean, if you watch any reality show, the villain is the last one to get kicked off.
Right?
Yeah, so that's kind of the way it is. You know, the guy who makes the most noise. So that's what we'll see. I think this reality show will run itself out. I don't think he'll be the nominee.